Today on Hidden Secrets, revealed live. DOGE Dividend, it's not a stimulus, it's a tax refund. But is it for real? HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before you keep watching, it's important that you know who this show is for so that we don't waste our time talking to the wrong kind of person. Do you know the characteristics of a self actualizer? You may be one if you hold efficient perceptions of reality. You are correct and honest in the way you judge situations. You're alerted by the superficial and dishonest. You strive for self fulfillment. You have unique characteristics. These characteristics give you an accurate perception of reality. You engage in meaningful pursuits outside of yourself. That's who this show is for. Self actualizers, agents of progress. We are making the most of our lives. HSRL is the only podcast of its kind right now on this subject going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast live right now on this subject going live on X. It's not for you, sweetheart, if you take yourself too seriously, if you are a seeker. Let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe, 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 universe. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL, the latest proposal from the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, send $5,000 refund checks to U.S. taxpayers. The Trump administration is considering it. They're calling it the DOGE Dividend program, which would return a portion of federal spending cuts back to American taxpayers. DOGE would be distributing $5,000 in refund checks to eligible U.S. taxpayers. That's who. What is that amount? That amount is 20% of the targeted $2 trillion in federal spending reductions, right? So they're cutting $2 trillion in federal spending, huh? At the expense of diversity programs and 1,000 random contracts as of February 19th. That's today. As we're recording this live, we will look back at this and laugh at me. But as of today, DOGE claims to have achieved $55 billion in savings. How? By canceling 1,127 government contracts and cutting programs like diversity initiatives. It's like Elon Musk is playing Robin Hood, taking back wasteful spending from bureaucrats and giving 20% of it back to taxpayers. So Elon Musk spearheaded this initiative, which aims to return approximately $400 billion. That's $400 billion. That would go to an estimated 79 million households that are net payers of federal income tax in 2025. DOGE won't issue payments until after their mandate expires. When is that? Not until July 2026. That's if implemented. I know what you're thinking. But wait, Sean Allen Fenn, isn't this like past stimulus programs? No, it is not. Only households that are net payers of federal income tax in 2025 are eligible. The potential benefit excludes non-taxpayers from collecting refund checks. James Fishback is CEO of investment firm Azuria. Now he's an outsider. He's an outside advisor to DOGE. This guy argues that the proposed DOGE dividend would boost tax morale. He's calling it a morale boost. A little attaboy for dragging yourself to work every day. Meanwhile, the IRS investigates your Venmo transactions. No, this will incentivize workforce participation. Taxpayers deserve compensation for the misuse of tax dollars by previous administrations, right? Fishback's proposal suggests three things. Number one, taxpayers feel they are receiving adequate value for their contributions. Number two, it would serve as an incentive for individuals to re-enter the labor force in 2025. So this is because only tax-paying households would qualify. The third thing is the DOGE dividend would not be inflationary. It would function more like a tax refund funded through spending cuts. Mr. Fishback, the Azuria hotshot, he's like, this'll get people back to work. Does the promise of $5,000 in a year and a half inspire you to work harder at your job today? This guy says it's not inflationary. Why? It's a refund, not free money. I'm no economist, but let's see where interest rates are next year. Because right now, they're not coming down as much as we hoped for. By 2026, based on the current inflation rate, the value of $5,000 in 1 year would be approximately $4,854.37, which is $4,854.37 more than you had yesterday. Even if this goes through, they're not sending you the cash until July 2026 if they hit their savings goal. So the government's like, we're going to fire 1,127 useless programs, save a couple trillion, and mail you a check, but not until we're ready. It's like your boss promising you a bonus for working overtime, but only after he fires half the staff and sells the company printer on eBay. Hang tight, champ. We're still counting the paper clips. Your $5,000 coming in 18 months, if you're lucky. The DOGE dividend proposal remains in its early stages. Okay, it's in its early stages. There's no official approval or implementation plan in place. Elon Musk stated he will check with the president regarding this idea. So today, February 19th, 2025, President Trump announced that he is considering it. He said, we're thinking about giving back 20% back to the American citizens and 20% back to pay down debt. The proposal is contingent on DOGE meeting its $2 trillion savings target by July 2026. Yeah, Elon's out here. I'll check with the president, texting Trump from the Tesla factory between launching rockets and tweeting memes. Meanwhile, Trump's like, we're thinking 20% back to you, 20% back to the debt. Great numbers, folks. Fantastic percentages. Any DOGE rebate program would require congressional approval, you guys. You know where the potential opposition will come from? Lawmakers who may prefer alternative uses for the savings. Some House Republicans suggest using DOGE savings to lower the national debt instead. That makes sense, right? As of February 2025, DOGE claims to have generated $55 billion in savings. So this is according to its live tracker. They've already saved $55 billion by canceling stuff like diversity training. So the secret to fixing the budget was firing the guy who makes PowerPoints about inclusion. Who knew? Next, they'll save $1 trillion by outlawing long federal bathroom breaks. You have a massive number two. Not on our dime, pal. take care of that business before and after work. In the end, it's the perfect government move. We screwed you for years, so here's a check. Later, maybe, if we feel like it. That's my time. I gotta get back to work. Share this with somebody. Retweet on X. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify. Don't forget to push that little notification bell, pummel it into submission, especially on YouTube. It does help this channel grow when you do that. You're allowed to make fun of me only if your jokes are funny and you get my name right. So you don't have to do this, okay? No pressure. But if you want to, you can go ahead and follow me on X. It's not necessary to follow me on X, but I do follow others who are adding value. It's your choice. Team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. So I do invite you to belong higher. Join our self-actualizer community. You can find details at safenewmedia.com/XOXO. The official page for this show is safenewmedia.com/HSRL. Now, what I'm about to tell you next will
This is not an
you.
offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment decision.
Before making any investment decision, do your own research. This is not an offer or solicitation of an offer for anything at this time. Why? Because we don't need more money. What we're looking for is to trade up the investors we have for a better class of investor, accredited investors only. We're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. My team and I are looking for capital partners, brokers, and motivated sellers. You can secure your place on our waitlist today at Inveresta.com. Go to Inveresta.com. If you're an accredited investor, sign up there. Hit me up on our X profile at Inveresta if you want. Retail investors can send me a DM there to let me know what kind of investment opportunities you're looking for. Accredited investors can get in touch with me today. Call my office. For more info, go to Inveresta.com. Accredited investors only. This is not an offer or solicitation to the general public. One last thing, I write a newsletter every week. And this newsletter is called Methods of Prosperity. Methods of Prosperity newsletter is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues and it's possible to learn from history. You can subscribe today at safenewmedia.com/newsletter. The new ones go up on Beehive. I'm putting the whole series up on a Web3 platform called Paragraph. Methods of Prosperity newsletter is intended to share ideas and build relationships. To become a billionaire, one must first be conditioned to think like a billionaire. To that agenda, this newsletter studies remarkable people in history, living and dead, who demonstrated what to do and what not to do. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. My name is Sean Allen Fenn. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.